We all went through changes during the pandemic because get this, data shows that 61% of Americans saw an undesired weight change during the pandemic. Check one for me. One of those, of 42%, actually saw weight gain, and the average amount of weight gain, 42 pounds. And for most of those people, that weight is still not coming off as we get back to normalcy. Let's turn now to chiropractic physician Dr. Kathleen Nash of Total Transformation to help us because that's a lot to take in. Good morning.
Yeah, that is a lot to take in. Some pretty depressing stats you just read off.
Well, I was about to say, I didn't even really want to say good morning because of those pretty depressing statistics. So how did we come up with those?
So you know what, actually I didn't come up with those, but I will tell you they are incredibly hard to find. So while we might hear that obesity has a bad risk or a bad outcome when it comes to COVID, we really didn't talk about how much our obesity suffered during the pandemic. Nothing was really said or done about how to reduce or reverse it. So basically, authorities thought that the lockdown would be short, just 2 weeks. But as it continued, obesity just got worse. In fact, in the United States now, Micah, we are now at a 42.4% obesity level, which is the highest in our history.
I'm kind of shocked when I hear that word just coming out of your mouth because I almost didn't know what to say after hearing that number. Why do you believe that the weight isn't coming back off now then?
Well, you know, I think there's a lot of factors that are playing into this problem. One, people still are just not back to their pre-pandemic activity levels. We've been reconditioned to eat even larger portions of more inexpensive food, and it's even easier to obtain. And the more high-risk populations in the United States are just still worried about contracting the virus. Understandably so, but there's just no focus on rebuilding their health, correcting the damage, driving the extra body fat, nor on boosting the immune system naturally, or correcting what drives most of the body fat in the first place.
What exactly do you mean by that, driving most of the extra body fat?
Well, while tracking calories are absolutely important in a weight loss effort, most people are unaware of the chemical and the hormonal signals that the body receives actually from the food that they eat. So these signals will not only drive a weight problem, but a stubborn weight problem, as well as damage like heart disease, like diabetes, like fatty liver, even Alzheimer's, and a depressed immune system. So if the damage from these biological signals aren't being addressed, then the likelihood of getting back to a normal weight is pretty grim. And this explains why a lot of people are going back to diets that worked for them before the pandemic, but they're getting little if any results now.
I am in that boat right now where I'm like, it's just not working the same. So let's get some help for those at home too, that if this is really resonating with them. Do you have an example of somebody who used your method and what kind of results they achieved?
Yeah, and honestly, I think it's relevant to talk about one of my clients who did this during the pandemic. So Meredith is somebody that came to me during the height of the lockdowns, May of 2020, which means that everything was shut down. She was seeing rampant weight gain as a result of being isolated. And as a result of my program, she lost over 35 pounds. She's been able to hold it off now. She eats between 2,000 and 3,000 calories a day. And really all we did was target that underlying damage. And she did something as simple as walking for activity, because let's face it, at that time, that was all you could do.
And viewers at home, you saw the proof right there with that picture, how she's able to still maintain and keep that off. And let's get you on the right track to success. Dr. Nash, what's your special offer for Morning Blend viewers?
So of course, whenever I come into the Morning Blend, I always want to give a special offer to the Morning Blend viewers, especially now during these hard times when body's just not doing what we want it to do. So normally that one-on-one evaluation is $97, but if you go to the website that we're showing you on the screen, we have 10 spots available where you can get the one-on-one online evaluation for $997. I'm going to help you pinpoint the specific issues that's making the body be so stubborn to getting back to normal, and then I'm going to do my very best to help you solve it.
Well, Dr. Nash, good to see you again, and we'll see you next month.
Thank you so much, Micah.
All right, like Dr. Nash help you achieve your desired results. To get in on that special, again, the website right there on your screen, drnash.com/eval. There's limited spots, so get on it today.